So I've been using Deadcats for years, ever since the GoPro 8, GoPro 9, now I'm on my GoPro Hero 11 Mini right here. And while I was applying these Deadcats, I thought I'd bring you guys through the little tips and tricks I've found and the best way to use these Deadcats, which you really need if you're gonna use a GoPro for mountain biking or just anywhere outside where there's gonna be a lot of wind. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I use a little bit of super glue to make these Deadcats magical and what I'd call the ultimate setup for Deadcats on your GoPro. So I've been using Deadcats for years now on my GoPro and just kind of developed some tips, some best practices, really the ultimate way to set up these Deadcats on your GoPro for wind noise reduction. Now I've done videos in the past covering all the different types of wind noise reductions, so you guys can check out my videos if you guys want to see more about that. But today we're specifically going to be talking about these Deadcats right here, which help a lot with wind noise reduction. You get these little foam pads right here, and then you get these fuzzy Deadcat pieces, but there can be some issues getting these things to stay stuck on the GoPro. So let's go ahead and go through my little tutorial here on the ultimate setup for Deadcats on your GoPro. Alright, so first things first, getting your GoPro, you're going to want to go ahead and get this thing nice and cleaned off. So taking the alcohol wipe out. On this GoPro right here, you can see it's got, let's see, make sure. It's got a little microphone port on the front, and it's got a little microphone port on the top. This is the GoPro Hero Mini 11. If you have one of the full-size GoPros, it also has another port on the side over here that you're going to want to cover up as well. But for this one, we're just cleaning off right there along the front and right there along the top, and that's where we're going to be sticking those Deadcats at, is on the front and on the top. Now, these foam strips, these are the little foam pieces that come with this kit, with this Deadcat kit. Like I said, I'll throw a link down in the description. And what it is, it's a double-sided. It's got adhesive on the back side of the foam right here and adhesive on the front side of the foam. And the problem you have with these is it sticks really well to the GoPro, but this Deadcat piece can come off over time, and it can be really frustrating. You won't notice until after a ride that the Deadcat actually started to come unstuck from the GoPro. So let's go ahead and show you the tip that I have for getting this done. So first of all, you're going to want to get this foam ring off. Tip number one is, look at the size of that. It's way too big. You don't really need it to be that big. So alright, now you can see I cut that down to where it's covering up the entire area around that port. So now this will stick really good to the GoPro, but the problem you have is that these fuzzy pieces will end up coming unstuck from there. So step number two is we're going to go ahead and get this thing cut down to size. Don't need all that. There we go. Don't worry about the extra fuzz right now. We'll get that a little bit of a trim afterwards. But you can see right there, I got that about to the right size. Now, here goes where the magic comes in. Here goes something I've realized. This right here, this piece, something about this material right here, it will tend to come unstuck. So the way we're going to fix that is we're going to go ahead very, very carefully take this super glue, put little dabs of it, being very careful not to get it on the GoPro itself. See right there, I was just putting these little tiny dots of it. Then you want to pinch all the fuzz back and adhere that right on top of there. Give that a good little press. Super glue has set pretty good. Pro tip number 2, see how that extra fuzzy pieces can get in the view of the lens right there? Come across the top. You're not going to want to trim this down too low because the fur is what's blocking out the wind noise. But usually something about like that right there. Give it one more press. You can see that. Boom. Still left room. It's not covering up the button right there. And now we just got to go ahead and do that to the top. And there you go, we got the one on top. Now this one on top, you can leave the fur a little bit longer. Just be careful for whatever could come over the front right there and get in the way of the lens. So there you go, using a little bit of super glue, it's gonna help you keep that Deadcat adhered to the foamy piece, and then when you ever want to take these back off, the foam piece isn't permanently stuck to your GoPro. So I hope these tips helped you guys out. Leave a comment below if there's anything else that you guys want to know, but most of all, get stoked, go ride, and have some fun, people.